Hi, it's Shauna with Indigo Chi, and I just wondered, do you talk to or do you know who your spirit guides are? Well, if you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm talking about the spirit team that you have that is exclusively for you. They are not for anyone else. We do have lots of guides out there that are for other people. These would be guides that you only know if you've gotten to know them. Like, they're not parents who've crossed over, they're not anybody that you know that have crossed over to the spiritual realm. These are humans. Yes, they have incarnated as humans because they're the best guides. And the reason why they're the best guides is because they know what it's like to be human. Angels don't know this. Well, a few do, but most angels do not know what it's like to be human. Aliens, there's so many guides out there. They don't know what it's like to be human. But when I talk about spirit guides, your personal spirit guides, they know what it's like to be human. But currently, because they're not incarnated, they have the perspective of the fifth or sixth dimension. So it's like if I were to draw a square on a piece of paper. That's flat, right? It's 2D, top, bottom. That's well, actually, I'm sorry. 2D is like front and back, left and right. So they can basically spin in a circle. That's 2D, okay? But they can't see up or down because they are not 3D, they are 2D. 2D. So, if you take one of these little characters and you pick it up in the air and you like turn it on its side so that it can see and let it see everything that's down and around it, then you go back and you put it down, it's not going to be able to tell everybody that's 2D like them where they were. They don't understand that. And so having the 3D perspective, no matter where they go on that piece of paper, I can see it because I'm looking down on them from my third dimensional, aspect of who I am or the experiencing that I'm doing right now. So your spirit guides, they have that fifth and sixth dimensional aspect so they can see you all the time. They can see everything that you're doing. They can see what's coming, what's going, all of that. So they make the best guides. So, anyway, what I was really trying to say, because I can go deep on all of these things because I love it. It's just so much fun to me. And I love my spirit guides. They are wonderful, but of course, they're just for me. I'm going to tell you how you can kind of sit with them and get to know them. So, imagine what you think they might look like, okay? And I'm talking about your number one guide. That's probably the easiest one for you to try and connect with. So just imagine what you think he or she looks like, or you can just, it depends on your abilities. Remember, I have that video that helps you figure out what ability you have the strongest. Use that ability. Sit still, sit quiet somewhere where you won't be disturbed. And I need to slow down my talking, I know. I get excited. And just see what you get. Ask them to come in to say, hey, number one guide, come on in. Or any of my guides. Maybe there's a different one that wants to come in and talk to you. You typically have somewhere between 4 and 8 guides. That's normal for you to have that. That's average, I should say. And so, but don't try and talk to all of them, especially if you haven't talked to any of them before. Don't try and talk to all of them. Just pick one, talk to them. I promise you the other ones won't be upset. Not at all. But your number one guide sometimes funnels to you what the other ones want as well. So that's why I said to pick him or her. And just listen. Just focus on what you see. Just smell. They might have a perfume or a cologne, or just a regular sweet scent. They might smell like strawberries. I don't know. But it's whatever your abilities have. That's what you'll get. You can expand your abilities to learn more things if you only have, let's say, you only have smell and you want to see or you want to hear, those can be expanded too. I also help people with that. But those are the things you can do. Now, If you just are like, I don't want to do that, that's too much, then you can have my Akashic record reading where I speak with your spirit guides, whether it's through my own or whatever, what I was just saying. But I will tell you lots of information about your guides. So I can tell you what their name is. They'll give me your name. Sometimes it's not a regular name. Sometimes, like, is it okay? Okay. So, like, my number one guide's name is Square. And so that's not a name, that's just his name. And so it can be a regular name, it can be different. So I tell you whether they present as male, female, androgynous. I tell you because, of course, all souls are androgynous. It just depends on how often, which one they prefer. If they incarnate as one soul over another one, they may begin to present that way. And I can tell you what they look like, sometimes what they sound like, sometimes what they're. Some of this stuff is sometimey, so don't expect it if you have this reading exactly. But what you can expect exactly, their name if they have one, what they look like if they have a body of some kind, and why they're on your team, why they're here to help you, and if they have a message, I'll tell you what their message is, and how they contact you, because they do. They contact you sometimes. And if you want to learn your spirit guides through me, then you'll have a vision, you'll have a name, and then you can go and sit with them on your own and actually speak to them more. So you can just go to my link in the bio and go to my website and go under schedule. You can find spirit guides and I can tell you about them. Okay? Until next time.